Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Lalema Aneja Dang with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates to the nation 246-kilometre Delhi-Dausa-Lalsot section of Delhi Mumbai Expressway. Says it is one of the most advanced expressways in the world, presenting a grand picture of developing India. Prime Minister underlines government is continuously making huge investments in infrastructure for the last 9 years. President Droupadi says Uttar Pradesh has immense potential to become country's growth engine. Political parties make last-ditch efforts to woo voters for Tripura Assembly Elections with just 2 days left for campaigning. First meeting of G20 Agriculture Working Group to begin at Indore from tomorrow. And in T20 Women's World Cup, Pakistan set a target of 150 runs before India at Cape Town, South Africa. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated to the nation the 246-kilometre Delhi-Dausa-Lalsot section of the Delhi Mumbai Expressway today. He also laid the foundation stone of 247 kilometres of national highway projects to be developed at a cost of more than 5,940 crore rupees. Addressing the gathering, the Prime Minister stressed that it was one of the most advanced expressways in the world, which presents a grand picture of developing India. Highlighting the multiplier effect of the investment on infrastructure, the Prime Minister said in this year's budget there has been an allocation of 10 lakh crore rupees for infrastructure.
बीते 9 वर्षों से केंद्र सरकार निरंतर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर बहुत बड़ा निवेश कर रही है। राजस्थान में भी हाईवे के लिए बीते वर्षों में 50,000 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक दिए गए हैं। इस वर्ष के बजट में तो हमने 10 लाख करोड़ रुपए की व्यवस्था की है। ये 2014 की तुलना में 5 गुना अधिक है।
The Prime Minister underscored the benefits of investment in infrastructure on the economy and said that it creates employment and connectivity.
गति शक्ति मास्टर प्लान के तहत इस एक्सप्रेसवे में 5G नेटवर्क के लिए जरूरी ऑप्टिकल फाइबर बिछाने के लिए कॉरिडोर रखा गया है। बिजली के तारों और गैस पाइपलाइन के लिए भी जगह छोड़ी गई है। जो अतिरिक्त जमीन है उसका उपयोग सौर ऊर्जा के उत्पादन और वेयर हाउसिंग के लिए उपयोग किया जाएगा। ये सारे प्रयास भविष्य में करोड़ों रुपये बचाएंगे, देश का समय बचाएंगे। सबका साथ सबका विकास राजस्थान और देश के विकास के लिए हमारा मंत्र है। इस मंत्र पर चलते हुए हम एक सक्षम, समर्थ और समृद्ध भारत बना रहे हैं।
Elaborating on the benefits of infrastructure, the Prime Minister said that economic activities are getting a boost. He said along the Delhi-Dausa-Lalsot highway, Grameen Haats are being established that will help the local farmers and artisans. He underlined that the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway will benefit Rajasthan along with many areas of Delhi, Haryana, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari, Minister for Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Minister of State for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Kailash Chaudhary were present on the occasion among others. The Prime Minister also addressed a public meeting in Dausa. He said that the draft of a big project has been prepared by connecting Eastern Rajasthan Canal Project ERCP, Parvati, Kali Sindh and Chambal. The Prime Minister accused the previous Congress governments of not developing the border areas. Mentioning the PM Vishwakarma Yojana, Mr. Modi said that it will benefit the artisans, sculptors and handicrafts artists of Rajasthan. Earlier today, the Prime Minister inaugurated the year-long celebrations marking 200th birth anniversary of Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati in Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Modi said that the country is witnessing progress with non-discriminatory policies and efforts. Citing housing, medical treatment and women empowerment, he said it is the first yajna for the country. He said, during the course of Amrit Kal, the nation has the same priorities that Maharishi Dayanand envisioned. The Prime Minister said Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati revived the understanding of Vedas in social life and gave direction to society. He said Maharishi launched a strong campaign against social discrimination, untouchability and many such social evils. He said Maharishi Dayanand also became a voice for India's Mahila Shakti.
महर्षि जी ने महिलाओं के खिलाफ भेदभाव का खंडन किया, महिला शिक्षा का अभियान शुरू किया। स्वामी दयानंद जी ने ये बिगुल तब फूंका था जब पश्चिमी देशों में भी महिलाओं के लिए समान अधिकार दूर की बात थी।
President Droupadi Murmu today said that Uttar Pradesh has immense potential and possibilities to become the growth engine of the country, as it has the largest MSME sector in the country with 95 lakh units, which can generate lakhs of job opportunities. The President was speaking at the valedictory session of Uttar Pradesh Global Investors Summit 2023. She said events like Global Investors Summit will establish Uttar Pradesh as Uttam Nivesh Pradesh in the country.
उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने दूरदर्शितापूर्ण नीतियां लागू की और उन नीतियों के कार्य रूप दिया है। ठोस परिणाम के बल पर उत्तर प्रदेश नई भारत के ग्रोथ इंजन की भूमिका निभाने के लिए सक्षम भी है और तैयार भी है। मुझे ये देखकर प्रसन्नता हो रही कि केंद्रीय बजट की 7 प्राथमिकता से जुड़ी विषयों पर यूपी ग्लोबल इन्वेस्टर समिट में विचार विमर्श हुआ है और निवेश का मार्ग प्रशस्त हुआ है।
Speaking on the occasion, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said that till date, state government has received proposals worth more than 35 lakh crore rupees for investment. The first meeting of the G20 Agriculture Working Group will begin at Indore in Madhya Pradesh from tomorrow. Around 100 delegates from G20 member countries, guest countries and international organizations are expected to participate in the 3-day meeting.
The cleanest city of India is ready to host the first meeting of the G20 Agriculture Working Group. Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, will inaugurate the exhibition based on millets on the first day of the event. Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia will also participate on the second day of the event. Day 3 will be dedicated to the deliberations on the key deliverables of the Agriculture Working Group. During the event, brainstorming sessions will be held on various themes, including food security and nutrition, climate-based approaches for sustainable agriculture, and many more. Pooja P. Vardhan, AIR News, Indore.
Digital Economy Working Group meeting of G20 will be held in Lucknow from tomorrow. This year, the discussion will be held with representatives of all 20 countries on 3 defining areas. First is digital public infrastructure. Cybersecurity will be another important aspect of the meeting, and digital skilling will be the third issue which will be discussed. During the meeting on the first day, side events will be held which will showcase the works undertaken by state and central governments. He informed that Digital Economy Working Group was first introduced to G20 in 2017. Well, this is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. With just 2 days left for the campaigning to end for Assembly election in Tripura, leaders from different political parties are crisscrossing the state and making fervent appeal to vote in their party's favour come February 16. Today, being the last Sunday before the polls, leaders from various political parties reached out to their electorates in a last-ditch effort. Senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah addressed Vijay Sankalp rally at Charilam. He said, on the one hand, Manik Saha and Prime Minister Narendra Modi want to take the state forward. On the other hand, CPI-M, Congress and Tripura Motha want to bring back Jungle Raj in the state. Slamming the 3 parties, he said in Tripura that it is double engine versus the triple trouble. CPI-M, TMC, Congress, Tripura Motha leaders are also campaigning for their party candidates. We have more in this report.
As people of Tripura vote this coming Thursday, the election department has issued a 3-tier guidelines for the conduct of polls. Accordingly, restrictions will be imposed on the basis of time period left for polling day. These are grouped as 72 hours, 48 hours and 23 hours restrictions. Meanwhile, the Election Commission today released the final roll of general electors for the assembly polls. According to the final roll, there are over 28,13,000 general electors, which comprises more than 14,14,000 male electors, about 13,98,000 female electors, and 77 electors from the third gender. In addition, there are 10,344 service voters. With Sumit Paul and Manas Pratim Sharma, this is Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Agartala.
In Nagaland, over 13.0 lakh voters will cast their vote to decide the fate of the 183 candidates in 59 assembly constituencies. With one seat already declared uncontested, the contest will now take place for 59 constituencies. Tening in Peran district, Sanis in Wokha and Tehok in Mon district have the highest number of candidates with 6 each. Here's more from our correspondent.
Of the 183 candidates, this time 4 women aspirants who have joined the wagon to fight the polls are Hekani Jakulu of NDPP, Rosie Thompson of Congress, Salutinho Kruse of NDPP and Kahuli Sema of BJP, while 19 are independent candidates. NDPP leader and 4-time Chief Minister Nipurio will have a straight fight against Congress candidate C.A. Villiers Satsa. BJP leader and Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patton, T.R. Zilliant of NDPP and Kuzuluzo Azo Nyinyu of NPF are some of the prominent leaders who will have to retain their seats. To maintain law and order situation, 305 CAPF companies have been deployed for the state. Besides, communities like the NGOs, churches as well as the district administration have come forward in propagating clean election. For AIR News, Asunyo from Kohima.
In Meghalaya, leaders of all political parties are holding election meetings, community gatherings and door-to-door campaigns to woo voters. Polling in Meghalaya will be held on the 27th of this month, along with Nagaland. More in this report.
State-level leaders of BJP, Alexander L. Haig, Ernest Maury and Bernard Marak are holding small public meetings in their stronghold areas. The BJP leader appealed people to vote for double-engine government in the region, which can work in unison with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Senior NPP leader and Chief Minister Conrad Sangma is holding meetings in Mahendraganj and Tura regions. Addressing a public meeting in Jirang, senior Trinamool Congress leader Derek O'Brien said only TMC is alternative to NPP and BJP. Senior Congress party leader Vincent H. Pala is addressing election meetings with promises like power cut free and unemployment free Meghalaya. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Tura.
The 5-day Aero India show with the theme of Runway to a Billion Opportunities will be inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Bengaluru tomorrow. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has said that the 14th edition of Aero India show will be grand and magnificent, with the largest participation of countries' defence ministers, CEOs and exhibitors. Addressing the Aero India curtain raiser event in Bengaluru today, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh said that Aero India will showcase India's growing presence in defence production, self-reliance, R&D and innovation. The death toll across Turkey and Syria following the past week's earthquake has crossed 30,000. A team of 96 Indian Army personnel has been stationed at the 60 Parafield Hospital to provide medical assistance. In Women's Cricket T20 World Cup, chasing the target of 150 runs, India won 92 for 2 in 13 overs against Pakistan in Newlands, Cape Town, when reports last came in. Pakistan won the toss, elected to bat and scored 149 for 4 in stipulated 20 overs. And before we end the headlines once again, Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates to the nation 246-kilometre Delhi-Dausa-Lalsot section of Delhi Mumbai Expressway. Says it is one of the most advanced expressways in the world, presenting a grand picture of developing India. Prime Minister underlines government is continuously making huge investments in infrastructure for the last 9 years. President Droupadi says Uttar Pradesh has immense potential to become country's growth engine. Political parties make last-ditch effort to woo voters for Tripura Assembly Elections with just 2 days left for campaigning. And in T20 Women's World Cup, Pakistan set a target of 150 runs. And with that, we end the news at 9. Good night.